Howdy y'all, welcome on in, mine's what we're doing, welcome to the tavern, hopefully y'all are well, hope everything is going well. That being said, today, I'm definitely going to be continuing Sly Cooper and probably finishing it up today as I'm on the last level of the game, trying to finish up Sly Cooper, or Sly 2, Band of Thieves, as they don't call it Sly Cooper. Trying to finish that up, and of course, definitely gonna be stopping early today with that being said though, because of just everything going on. And of course, liking and subscribing always helps quite a bit. And of course, doing all the social media stuff if you guys are enjoying it that much. If not, no biggie, and hope you do find something that does pique your interest. That being said, without further ado, I'm ready to get into bottle collecting, money collecting, and all the other stuff. Because I still gotta buy one more power for Bentley, unfortunately. Luckily, I have a plan in mind how I'm gonna tackle everything, because there's a lot of places to search. So, just divide and conquer. Alright, that was as fast as can be. Sorry, Mr. Toucan. The fact that he hires birds for his schemes is surprising to me. Really, bro? Bye! Trying to get this guy's money. I thought like they're all the same birds, but they're just in different stilts and stuff. Large diamond. All good. Remember from last time there's a bottle on the bottom floor, but I do want to check the rest of this area. Just boop. Hi. Sorry, pal. I did not check the flag on the other area. Oh, nothing in my importance. That. I gotta get back up. Okay, so there was one over here. Got it. Up there, of course. Nope, not here. I'm not here. Thank you. Brother, how many times, man? Freak, they saw it. And there I go. I have no power up. Nothing I can do. Hey, Nicholas. Thanks, man. I got this here for a long time. I got like a while back. Appreciate it, though. How you doing today? Surprised that was actually one of my favorite winter shirts. Hurry up. Got it. As always, pretty alright. That's music. That's fair. I always like to ask just in case, though. Just to clarify. Ouch. I have no power up. Nope, not gonna ask. I was about to say, what's the point of that? But you know what, not even worth asking. That guy is, I'm on him. So what are you going to do today? Or tonight, I guess, for you? Just kind of relax and chill then today? Rest of the night? Medium nugget. Air bottle in my area. Always a nice way to go, believe me. Oh, not bad. Not up here. There it is. Alright, so far so good. Chill. Probably gonna watch. I was watching a movie before I started. Just decided to chill and watch a movie and play some Minecraft to finish up some things I'm working on the community project I'm working on. It's taking a while. Villagers are not fun to work with in Minecraft, I'll be honest. They're cool and all, but I already got them all set to what they need to be now. It's just getting all their trades up to the proper position, which is taking forever. So part of me is just thinking about just throwing movies on and just watch stuff while I'm waiting for the villagers to do their thing. And just keep stuff gathered up so that way I can trade with them fast. It takes time to deal with those little buggers. They're very annoying. Hold on a second. Twitch likes to hide it from me. Well, like I said, I agree. I'm okay with them, and they're my brothers in faith as long as they believe in Christ, so no big deal on that end. But, you know, it's their decision what they want to choose in that category. I don't think such in all cases. Like, The Chosen's all about Jesus from the viewpoint of his disciples, and that's kind of a movie, depending on how someone would look at it. So you're good. It's just one of those situations that I don't, like I said, based on what you've told me and based on what I've done research on, I don't fully agree with their decisions, but I also understand. Because, like, there's a lot of people who watch movies, and that's sometimes the best way you can get close to them to share the gospel. So, you know, watching a movie in a sense to help somebody come to know Christ because you're getting close to them and all that, which eventually will hopefully cause osmosis. I don't see an issue with it. I agree that not all movies are great and that there should be some sense of understanding what you're watching. But yeah, that's pretty much my whole stance on the whole situation. I gotcha. I appreciate the information. I know you're not trying to, like, cause anything. I know that. Oops, he fell. My bad. That's fair. Do you get to watch movies now? As an adult? Ah, okay. Well, you can still catch up nowadays, if you choose to. Unless you still don't do it just for sake of parents, but... whatever. I mean, if you really want to dig deep and go against your religion, not that you should, or not that, sorry. If you really want to watch a good movie that I enjoy, and it's a good series to watch, is the Harry Potter series. I think they're amazing series. But I don't know how the dub would be. I know sometimes dubs can be quite problematic, but still like the Harry Potter movies. They're one of my favorite. Looks like that's all the area down here. Alright, time to go upstairs. I'll grab this real quick. So, about it. I went too high, I wanted to go to the mid-level. Yeah, I'd definitely recommend that movie if you want to watch a movie for a movie marathon. It pretty much is a marathon. That's surprising considering that's a witchcraft thing. I know a lot of Christians, period, just in general, who don't approve of Harry Potter as a Christian thing. Because it's literally about witchcraft. It's very shocking to me that he would read it but not watch the movie, but not watch movies. But I also don't understand fully the religion, so I can't really fully judge. I find that very fascinating. Nothing against your dad or anything, nothing bad to say about your dad. But there are a lot of Christians who do not agree with Harry Potter at all. And they refuse to watch, touch, or even look at anything to deal with Harry Potter. Even though Harry Potter has a lot to do with, like, love is more powerful than magic. Which is generally the right thing to think about, so. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You know, obviously we don't know, and I'm not trying to, like, cause issues. It's just based on situation, that's all. But from what I saw in the, I don't know how much I trust Google or even the AI, but, you know, or at least the general research tools that I did use, it didn't say anything about that. But it would be a bad thing to ask him, just to ask him. It is one of the situations you don't know about, so. Alright, let's see. That's where the base is. Let's go that way. Circle back. I remember one of the treasures on the lower platforms of this area. Saw that I was passing by. Okay, here's a good question. How the heck do I get on top? Maybe I can just do this. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Frick. Okay, fair enough. But I know you have to like stand on top of something to get to that bottle. I just don't remember which piece you have to stand on top of. It's like a weird gliding sequence. Well, that definitely ain't it. Maybe it was from over here. Yeah, it's very tricky. There's no more gadgets to buy, so that's the problem. I already got the gadgets for Sly. And I already got the paragliding tools, so I think it's just basically just... No, that ain't it either. I know there's a way to get on top of one of those pylons. I think that might be the case. Eventually. Alright, hold on. Let me go back to my focus. I can come back to it. I know where it's at. I don't want to lose track of where I've been. Oh, yeah, right. Forgot about that. You're right. I don't need Tony. Or Tom. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you basically have to, like, do, like, a weird timing jump. There we go. I forgot I bought that power-up. Thank you. Let's not go that way and get minced up into raccoon bits. I honestly forgot I had the feral pounce. It's such a weird move, and it's like a one-time use thing. I mean, yeah, I guess that is true. It's kind of interesting. I guess it makes sense, though. It does make you at least purchase one extra gadget than the ones you already get off rip. So I can improve a little bit. Then again, I've been trying to get all the, whatchamacallits, so I've been pretty on it. So somewhere over by on this, one of these little areas I need to come back to, because there is a, there's a treasure to grab. I just can't remember that. I think I've only seen one treasure so far. I'm not gonna lie, whoever made that sound effect for the ting 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 is devious. I can't tell the difference between a bottle and a freaking thing. Bruh. And that I ain't falling. Oh, that one's good. Not sure I want to go up there yet. Okay, so there's a treasure on the left side. Your bottle up here. Grab it in a second. Ba-ba-boing. Oh, it's up top. Alright, so I do have to go up here then. Right back. Wait, am I stupid? Maybe that was the one I was hearing. Oh, I hear two. Oh, it's up here, that's why. That's why I heard two. Only three more. I'll just go and search this upper area, it's fine. There it is. Alright, so I see two of them. I hear the second, I hear the last one too. He's down here. Okay, I'm still missing one more treasure though, that kind of bothers me. I want to locate all three treasures before I head off. Okay, there it is. Okay, so it's up there. Guess we'll start with that one. If I can get to it. Be famous. It's also somehow related to God. Tell me if you don't want me to inform you. Oh no, you're fine informing me about Lestodians. And I don't mean to put a bad thing on Lestodians either. I mean, Lestadians. It's fine. No, I get where they're coming from, like, surprisingly enough. I know where they're getting that mindset. Because Paul puts it in the fact that you should not strive to be famous, but that sometimes just can't be helped if you're doing something particularly useful. Like Martin Luther King Jr. here in America, he became very famous for civil rights movement. But that wasn't because he was trying to become famous. That's just because he was doing something so good that people noticed and took really good notice of it. So I think that I get where they're coming from, but I just don't think that they're understanding the reality of what he was trying to say in Paul's words. Or Paul was trying to pronounce in his words. He's just saying don't strive after it. Strive. The word is strive. But don't tirelessly work yourself to death to achieve fame. And as a YouTuber, I'm doing YouTuber and still being a minister because I recognize it as a way of evangelism and not necessarily as a way just to get fame. Now, it is something you can do to get fame, but I'm not after that. I'm here to bless people with God and to bless people in general. So as far as I'm aware of, I don't see a problem with it. God definitely doesn't see a problem with it because he's the one that told me to, even though I don't really agree with him. But, you know, so you're good. I know what you're trying to do, and I appreciate your information. I just hope you're okay with me kind of coming back at it, talking about it, and, you know, explaining my reality to it. That's all. I have no issue with you telling me what's going on with Lestadians and stuff. I also know Mr. Lestadia was the guy who was the original, he's the guy who came up with the religion. He was a monk in Finland, or I think he's actually Polish, something like that. And he came up with the reality of the belief system of Lestadianism. And he just saw a lot of stuff going on and stuff like that, and that's what eventually turned into what you know as Lestadianism. So, no, it's no big deal. Hey Jay, good to see you, man. Ooh. So, in general, I think it's a very interesting thing about how Lestadianism came to be and the things that they understandably believe. But as I've said before, you know, yeah. And to be honest, I can get where they're getting that as well from, because that is kind of the goal of what a contraception is for. And if anything, it does allow someone to basically just continually have sex whenever they want and not worry about it. when in reality, God can control the births of children. And if he wants a child born, he'll want one born. If not, he won't. It's been very evident. You know, sex is meant for children, but it's also meant to be pleasurable, and unfortunately, we take pleasure a little too more seriously than the reality of children sometimes. But it be what it be. I don't agree with the world, but I'm also... I don't know how to explain it. What I'm trying to say. Oh, I don't need any more money, so I'm not going to worry about gathering anymore. Grab that and get this back. Yeah, so I don't know how I stand on that. To be generally honest. Yeah, I know, I get that. We have that similar situation with certain Christian religions, like Mormonism and stuff like that. Mormonism or some other versions, they can get pretty huge because of that reality. Oh no, I'm sorry, you're making it as a fact. I'm sorry. My bad. But that is a reality, but that's also a reality I'm trying to say with some families, what I meant to say. I'm sorry. So I get that. Ooh, you tried that, didn't you? Yeah. So I get that. Oh my gosh. The cool thing about this is the paraglider gets so much use in this level because you have to use a paraglider to sometimes cross gaps. Otherwise, you might get caught faster. So I am very approving of the fact that they made this level. Not necessarily. I mean, technically yes, but technically also no. You can see how many times that they have conceived from their intimate relation, or their intimacy. Not necessarily how many children they've had. Can you tell? Because it's not like a child will always pop out just because you have an intimate night with somebody. Or with the wife. Or husband. Yeah. You're good. Because there are some times you have a night and you get together, yada da da da, and you're done and nothing happens. I'm trying to figure out how to get upstairs and I'm lost. That's one thing about this world I always manage to happen to me. I always manage to get so dang I'm lost. Just be patient. Yeah, you're good. I don't think Twitch has a problem with me talking about it as long as it's in an educational sense. I can't talk about it in this... I mean, I think people have said it in jokingly, but I usually talk about it in a very educational sense. I don't normally talk about it any other way. Because it is something very special, and I don't think anyone should be treating it as anything less. Ah! I've been burned! This is scary. You can't catch me, suckers! I love the paraglider. In this world, so many escape options are available. It's fine. I've had a few times where I've had to talk about, sex and stuff like that. It's fine. That's why I put the mature rating on, usually, most of the time. Just because it can happen, but I do think in the right sense, you can talk about it. And it's not necessarily a problem, as long as it's talked about lightly and not in depth. So, which is something I do strive to do, is talk about it very lightly. Yeah, it's a natural part of life, I would say. Yeah. So definitely nothing to shy away from, but it's definitely something that you shouldn't really go in super detail about if you're going to talk about it on stream. There's no reason for that, a lot of the times, usually anyway. But educational purposes, I have no problem with. I like talking about it educationally. Now, here's the funny thing. I'm celibate, and I know a lot about that, surprisingly. That's the funny thing. Like I said, at one point I did want to be married, and there are some days I wish I could be, but celibacy calls, and I want to stay faithful to Christ. But I did learn a lot beforehand, so that's why I have all the wisdom and knowledge that I do have today. It's just because of my desires in the past, which have changed quite massively since my relationship with Christ. You thought, didn't you? Get me out of here! Woohoo! We're out of there.
My instruments have picked up large magnetic fields
So close.
radiating from inside that
I think she thinks that aren't normal topics.
If arpeggios already started
It's just because it's
ringing up
very...
clockwork, that's
So, like...
Sounds good.
I think
I'm on my
Christianity
way.
has something to do with it.
Don't waste any time here, Sly.
Because, like,
Let's
death,
take some recon photos.
sex,
To build a
or...
plan, we need to know how close
trying to think of what
they
other
are
things.
reviving clockwork.
Let's just say those two for now. Is that
I've
they're
got it under
very...
control.
So they're a reality in people's lives, and it's okay to talk about them in a sense of not trying to make it like, if you know what sinfulness is, sinful. I do think people should think about death more often. They shouldn't like think about like ending their lives, but obviously thinking about the reality that is going to be an end. And as for sex, I think it's okay to talk about if it's mostly educational in process, and you're not just talking about it like, oh, I've been with 3, in our case, women in the past week. I don't think that's something necessarily to be paraded around about. Like, obviously, if you have a loving relationship with your wife, you're not gonna talk about it because that's between you and your wife, and that, or you know, like, in that sense, and that's fine. You know, you get that, and that's a special moment between you and her, and that should be that way because it is just you and her. So, you know, in that case, it makes sense why you only talk about it. Why you wouldn't really talk about it. Wait, why are they usually things that aren't? Yeah.
Calm down, Bentley. He might be in one piece, but he doesn't
So,
appear to be.
a lot of times
you know,
that's the situation, I think.
Let's stick to the format here. How about some recon photos?
You're right. We need to be informed to create a plan.
It also takes a mature person as well, I think, and not just people who are just talking about it like 2 boys in like a schoolyard. You gotta talk about it like adults and understand that it's a reality that should be kept special. But that does require you as a person keeping it special yourself as well. If you don't, well, yeah. Believe me, I've thought about it too. What am I supposed to be doing? Get pictures, got it. So, brother, going too fast. I can't get a picture of it. Got it. Well, don't worry about it. I think when you start worrying about it is when it will happen eventually. The thing is, I also believe that you can eventually run back into topics, you know? Because topics, they will get old eventually at like a beginning stage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't come back eventually. Ah, I've been caught. Oh, I can take these guys on? I didn't know that. Let me just get out of here. Oh wait, I can hop on that? Oh. My bad. I forget, where they put the eggs? Yeah. Because some things come up and they change, obviously, and they're bound to at some point. I think it'd be kind of cruel if they didn't at some point. Oh, there's the eggs. You know, if we do run out of topics, we run out of topics, you know. It's not the end of the world. It does help that we're so willing to share with each other and talk about the topics and not fret away from them. I do believe that will happen at some point. And I'm not against it. I'm for it. What are we talking about then? I don't know. I mean, basically, you're just saying is that when are we gonna run out of topics? I don't think we will. I think things will eventually get recycled. That's fine. If we do run out, we do run out. It's not a big deal.
I'm sensing radioactivity from inside those mech eggs. I wouldn't get too close.
I guess I probably could just use my paraglider to reach this. Can't think about that. That's not how that works. So it wants me to take a picture of Clockwork, right? Okay, yeah. So I need to take a picture of Clocky. It's a giant mechanical bird monster that I have to deal with. Well, as a Christian, which is kind of pretty much how I'm gonna have to take it, generally, is...
Clockwork appears completely inanimate. We still might have a chance.
I don't think that... I don't know. I never really thought about that phrase. Never even heard that phrase, to be honest, until today, until you just told me it. I don't think I would take it any other... I don't think I would take it any way in particular, to be honest with you. There's nothing really to take on it.
Neela's here too. There he is. The mastermind.
If that's their life and that's what they want to do, that's so be it. And if they think, okay, they have 60 years, they have 60 years. So be it, you know.
I can't believe it. She must have been working with our pet.
Oh, is that a wrong mindset?
I don't need to study those
If you don't believe in Christ, obviously, to each their own, and it is what it is. But when it comes to Christ, I think there's a wrong mindset. You have 60 years left is never since the right thing because Christ has always told his followers,
Try to think of a way. Any way.
think of tomorrow as you're not going to make it tomorrow. You're not going to make it to tomorrow. You're not even going to make it to tonight. Your moment by moment situation is what you need to focus on, is right now, not tomorrow. And it's to say, look, I have this much time, I'm going to use it for this much good, I'm going to try to do the best I can so that if tomorrow I do pass or Jesus comes back or whatever, I will have done the best I could have. As for the 60 years, I would probably view it as that 60 years, if I live that fullest life, to do as much good as I can for 60 years. Wait, okay, wants me to steal keys now. In my mindset, I don't think I necessarily have 60 years, I just have today, and tomorrow we'll see what happens. Because tomorrow has enough trouble already. And when I get there, I'm gonna get there. So, yeah. And that's my point. I mean, most people understand that thing that anything can happen, but I think they have a trouble time living that life out. Because I know a lot of people who say, you know, some similar to, like, I have 60 years left. But then they go about thinking about how tomorrow's gonna go. Is their plans gonna come right? Are they gonna do everything that they want to do before they pass? And that's not necessarily saying you're not worried about or that you're gonna just, I don't know, you know, I don't exactly know what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, pretty much, like, yeah, if you know you're not gonna make, you know, if things can happen and stuff, things can change, live it. That's pretty much what Christ tells us to do, at least when it comes to living a life of Christ. Ooh. I was way too close to be caught.
Now get to the speed control station to slow down the spinning inducers.
Hold on a second. I don't know about you, but one day is a friction of a friction. Are you talking about a fraction? One day is a fraction or a friction of one's life. One day is a friction of one's life. Maybe. fraction. Okay, a fraction of one's life. Okay, that's what you meant. That's what I thought you meant. 'Cause I'm like, I don't exactly know how friction plays into life, but okay, sure. Yeah, I guess I can see maybe somehow that works. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, a fraction of one's life. It's not a bad mindset to think of. To me, one thing that's definitely helped with that, I guess, that kind of situation of just worrying about today is not worrying about money and stuff like that. Obviously, God is my provider, so I trust him to provide the things I need to do what's necessary that he calls me to. And that does include my life, my feeding, my housing, you name it. Hey Ryan. And stuff like that. So that definitely helps a lot with not worrying. It makes it a lot easier just to kind of worry about doing the good. Because by doing the good, then life plays out a little simpler. Makes me more peaceful. So, the word fear is kind of a bad word. Because fear has a lot of meanings. I think it's to be in awe of God. To recognize that this being can easily snap you out of existence with a simple word. And you'll be gone. And that he has the power to take your life and wipe it out. As well. I think by understanding that, I think it makes you in a reality that, okay, God can take me out, I could lose my life because of treason, for sake. I'm going to say treason. So, you know, if I'm going to follow God and fear him and keep his commandments. Now, obviously, there's a choice to choose to follow God, but I think if you are going to follow him, that fear does need to be understood that this is a reality, because if you don't, betrayal, go against the king, defy orders, that kind of thing. So to be treasonous, you know, to defy and be against God, to fear God and not to be treasonous it's rough, it's hard, but to do that means to, like, if he asks you to do what I'm doing, there is a sense of awe and knowing that if I did anything else, God could easily snap me out. He probably more than likely necessarily won't, but it doesn't mean he can't. And he won't. It doesn't mean he also won't either. But it is a reality of fear God, keep his commandments.
I was overjoyed when Arpeggio let me toss you in jail. I could finally go after the parts myself.
But acquiring all the parts was only half the equation. Think, Cooper. What kept Clockwork alive for
the thing is, though, I think you misunderstand. I mean, I get what you're saying. Obviously, fair game, if that's what you want to do. But that's not what God wants, because he wants you. You know, he doesn't do that right now. He's doing it. He's going to do it later. Because he could send your soul into hell. And that's the thing that's scary. I'm not really a fire brimstone person that says, like, believe in God or go to hell kind of thing. But that is the end result of not believing in Jesus, is that there is a hell to go to. Because he wants to forgive you and love you, not just throw you in. He doesn't want to throw you out in the trash. Like, at the beginning of time with Adam and Eve, he could have easily threw them out into the trash and said, we're just going to redo this. Problem was, when God created them and all of us in his mind, there was no redo. We were the best we could be. There was no undos, there was no redos. There was this choice. They made the wrong one, which then now we make the wrong choice. So now God throws them out in the trash. And he doesn't want to do that, though. Thanks to Jesus, he doesn't have to, but if people want to go in the trash, he's going to let them go into the fire. Which, I hate to say trash, but that's kind of what hell is a dump. For people who wish to be that way. That is their choice. He lets them do it, and they lets them walk into hell. He doesn't force them into hell. He lets them walk.
Stupid Arpeggio. I double-crossed the Cooper gang, Interpol, and Carmelita. What made you think I wouldn't do the same to you?
So...
This is preposterous. You're my
Bruh.
protege. not the next candidate for my immortality. I demand you exit the clockwork frame or...
No. She ate him. That was fast.
Behold, Kalakla is born.
Klakla. Depends on what you mean. What do you mean by considered? You mean about atheism?
As
Or
we
about...
all know, things are looking grim.
I don't exactly know what you
Mila
mean.
has joined herself to the clockwork frame, and the Union has produced Klakla. She's out and free to
Okay, so like,
terrorize the world.
what I think about atheism?
This blimp is still
The
in
thing
works
is like, I don't have a lot of
I would
questions.
only
My
assume
question is to
Arpeggio's
you
out
is, have you read the
to
Bible
activate
entirely?
hypnosis light
Have you ever
source.
had an opportunity to read the whole Bible?
If that happens, there'll be no stopping Klakla. She'll be
Gotcha.
immortal.
Here's my question, just my simple
But we
question.
still
Have you ever
a
read the
chance.
Bible in its
In
entirety?
her new
Once,
form,
twice
she'll need
even.
to draw a lot of energy from this blimp's engines to stay
Okay, then you're not an
strong.
atheist necessarily.
If we can disable the engines,
Because I will say
that
this,
should
most
be enough
atheists
to
will say
weaken her
that they
to
understand the
escape
Bible
in
and have
this
read it and
nuclear
understand what
attack.
it's trying to give. Now, I think you understand what it's trying to
Getting
give,
after these engines will require
and that's
all
fair,
three of us
so I'm
to
not
work
denying
together
that,
in
but reading
perfect
it
harmony.
does not necessarily make you an
We
atheist,
pulled off some tough jobs in
and
the
I hate to say
past,
this, it just makes you foolish.
but they were just
Because
a
most
warm-up
atheists, and
round
even I
for
respect
what we'll be
atheists, is
going
people who
through
read the Bible
tonight.
and have said, I do not come to that conclusion like you. Like Richard Dawkins, I respect him and what he chose. Some of the other ones that have been like, I'm trying to think of another. I would say early Charles Darwin I would respect, because at the time he was an atheist, he became Christian later on after his conundrum. So, yeah, I would respectfully, I would say at the moment I can't respect that you're a super atheist right now. I do understand you don't believe in God, but that's not you're just an unbeliever, not necessarily an atheist. Because atheists believe that there is no God, and I think you believe that. But I do think it does require some sense of investigation on your behalf to make sure that you're right. And make sure you've done your research before you come to that conclusion. Like, it's all with respect. I'm not saying like I disrespect your belief and disrespect your conclusion in life. But I think that would probably help you in concreting your belief if that's what you're going to do. Not that that's what I want for you, but obviously that's your choice.
To disable that engine room, you and I are going to have to work together.
Happy to have
But
you along,
let's just
Bentley.
say,
What do you need me to do?
Take
read the
mine
Bible.
to the
Fair enough.
guard.
I will say at least with this, with what you do know and what you are,
I'll take over.
I don't have many
Okay,
questions.
You should take your position.
Because
It's not gonna
I
take
understand
me
what
long to
atheism
like
is.
these
I
guys
understand the
with
reality of what
Thieves.
atheism is. I understand how they come to that conclusion. Because I used to be one to a degree. To some point, I think I had thought about a lot about those questions early on in my faith, or before my faith came about. So I understand where atheism comes from, why they think what they think. And of course, as my faith has grown, I've also done more research. So I don't really have a lot of questions with atheism as much as I do with Christianity. I have more questions for Christianity than I think I ever will have for atheism. Because I understand. It's a pretty simple, and I hate to say it, a religion. It is a religion, regardless. I understand its generality and what it's trying to propose. Yeah. So, unfortunately, no, I don't have like a lot of questions about atheism. And like I said, a lot of the atheistic leaders of our time have kind of showed what atheism really is. To be honest, I start to question though if atheism is a respect to hurt, or not respect to hurt, but it's like an aftermath to hurt. Not bad. Because it seems to me like people become atheists because they've been hurt by God, the church, or some sense of Christ. Sorry. Because I have noticed that about Christ, or about atheists. Is that a lot of them seem to have like some sense of hurt before they can come to that conclusion. And the reason why they know the Bible so well and have chosen atheism over Christianity is because they don't want to believe in Christ. They don't want to believe in any other entity because none has been satisfactory to them. And the one that was satisfactory has been hurt them at some sense or point. So I guess that would be like the one question I have to you is, have you been hurt by God, the church, or anything like that? I would ask that of you. Because that has seemed to be a pretty clear cut. It has seemed to be a pretty common response for most atheists to their choice. So, I've known plenty of people who've, like, the church have hurt, like, they've kind of come against them and their, I would say sometimes faculties of life, like their choices in life. Sometimes they feel like God's walked out on them when a loved one passes away. So I know plenty of people who have lost a loved one, wonder where God was in the aftermath, and been like, I blame God for it, so I'm not going to believe in a God who has done that to me. Other situations have been like the church hurt, like I said, where they've affected them, chosen to go against them in some sense of capacity and stuff. Or life has beat them down so bad that they feel like, where's God in the situation as well? And they're like, I can't believe in God because I've been through too much crap in my life that I just don't believe he's there. He hasn't been there for me then, he ain't gonna be there for me now. And at some point, that's where my belief of atheism almost came to a reality to me, is because of that sense of like, where is God and all this hurt? So it's like I don't understand why people get hurt by God, and they're like, what the heck, you know? Like, have you ever had those kind of experiences? That'd probably be my only question. I mean, after you became a Christian, has your life probably gotten better? I would say yes. Just to re-answer and reiterate, yes. My mentality has gotten way much better. My sense of knowledge and wisdom have become much, much better since then. My understanding of people has grown considerably. Sympathy has become a big part of my life now. You know, I don't feel very unsympathetic to a lot of people. I understand the reality of darkness I can hold. Like, people think that they're not going to be Hitler. The problem is Hitler came from a reality of a lack of forgiveness, a lack of mercy, actually. And then gossip came about in his life. A group found him, welcomed him in, and eventually that became the fascists, which was the fascists, and then the fascists turned into the Nazis. And then the Nazis and the Furious Fear became great and harmed a lot of people in their life. Especially Polish and Germany. Or Poland and Germany, I'm sorry. My bad. So, in a sense, I do believe that through Christianity, I've understood a lot about myself. Without, I don't think I would have understood quite a bit. And I'm still learning. That I am pretty terrible.
Okay, Sly, I'm waiting by the engine room door.
That's one thing that kind of attracts me about someone being a Christian, or I don't know, can I say this? Yeah, I mean, if someone in Christianity, I think, attracts you, I think that's a pretty accurate response to people. I hate to say it about most people in Europe, especially, because I don't know many people in America that are like that kind of mindset. There probably are there, but I don't see them that often or hear about them that often. But people in Europe, you guys are very attracted to the thought of Christianity, which has been a historical thing. You guys have always been attracted to Christianity in general. But yeah, I get that. And I don't think it's wrong to say that you're attracted to the reality of a Christian, because they give something that most people don't give in the world. They give empathy, they give life, they show better living quality, they show their mentality's greater. Their sense of understanding of themselves is a lot better. They don't feel very confused all the time. They aren't as confused about things. They aren't as angry. They're pretty hospitable, chill, as you probably say in our language.
Okay, Bentley.
So I don't think there's anything wrong about that. I will say that at some point it makes me wonder, you know, it could be God calling, and if that's a denial, that makes me worried for you. Considering God is working his hardest to call you. Oh, I forgot about this mission. They all speed up. I forgot it blasts. Okay, so here's the thing. It's gonna take time for you to recognize Christ, and you're gonna have your beliefs, you're gonna have your situations. It is what it is. It's gonna take time for you to start learning the belief, and you're not gonna have. I would recommend being ready to give up everything as the beginning of the religion, because if you don't, you're gonna have a rougher time. I will say that. And I support people who are LGBTQ. I do not support their choice in being LGBTQ. It is what it is. You have the right to choose, and I'm not gonna say don't choose it or whatever. But I will say as a Christian brother that, or someone if you're going to be a Christian or whatever, that I'm sorry you've been hurt by people and that was the outlet you chose to become better, I guess. I don't hate LGBTQ people. I do not like I do not like the act of it, if that makes sense. I have met plenty of LGBTQ people, and they're pretty lovely people. I've worked with them. I've had enjoyable times with people like that. And I don't ever disassociate from them just because they are that choice. That is a choice. Because they're a person at the end of the day. That's just one little part of their whole life. My question is where's their morality sense? Where's their mental sense? Are they okay? Are they going to be okay? I think that's where most of my time, my mental lies with people that are in that community. Generally, most of the time. But would you have to? In a sense, yes. In a sense, you can be there for people who are that choice. But to support the rights, you might have to drop it. Yeah, you're probably going to have to drop it. That being said, though, God could call you into that group and still help them out. Which is the cool part. You know? I don't mean to be so confusing. I'm having trouble trying to talk about what I'm trying to talk about and focus. This happens a lot with video games on me. But, in a sense, yes, you'd have to give up. In a sense, no. And I agree. Jesus agrees to equality too. Thing is, equality isn't a bad thing. Martin Luther King, he's a good example. He fought not just for blacks, not just for blacks. He fought for Asians. He fought for Hispanics, I guess the indigenous people of America. He fought for everyone who was considered lesser people. But the thing is, he didn't just stop there. He also fought for white lives too. Not just like the Irish folk and the people who like were from Germany and all that who were also considered lessers. But we're talking about British people, like the people who were in America who were saying white is the only supreme race and stuff like that. He supported them too. He wasn't like, I want to get rid of the white people. He was like, I want everyone just to feel equality. And there's nothing wrong with the general sense of feeling equality. The issue is you're going against... You're trying to basically support people who are trying to deal with their issues by putting a band-aid over a ripped off limb. I get they're trying to deal with their issues, and I get that most of these people in the LGBT community are what they're trying to do. But the problem is you're putting a band-aid over a bullet wound. It's not gonna fix it. And I respect their decision. I don't tell them they should make a different decision, but I do want to tell them if they're really looking for help, they're going about it in probably one of the least ways possible to get that help. Like, I know plenty of people who have had trauma, sexually structural trauma, and they end up going into being gay. And I understand their point. I also like to understand that, look, you're gonna end up going into a situation where you're trying to put a band-aid over a ripped off limb. You're just gonna keep bleeding.
I won't lie to you, Murray. This is going to be a tough
And I don't want that for them because I care too much. I see so much problems, or you know, moms and dads split off or something like that happens as well. But I care about them so much. I'm like, I understand your decision to choose that, but you're medicating in the wrong way. You know, God is a beautiful healer. He's a very beautiful healer. So as much as I support the people who are in the community, I don't necessarily support their mission. But I'm also not going to their rallies and saying this and that about them. I'm not doing that. I don't believe in going to rallies and yelling at different opinions because it just isn't going to fix anything. But I believe by loving them, being with them, hanging out with them, and showing love, I think, is ultimately something that I do need to try to do in general, to assist in that, to make them feel loved and understood and accepted. No. I think that they're trying to use that as a cure for another deeper issue that can't always be seen. Which I feel very understanding in that part of life. I do understand what it's like to medicate with something that doesn't work, like an addiction or something, or a choice of life, to supplement for something else that was taken or robbed from you. That's what I mean. I know a lot of my counterparts believe that needs to be cured. I don't think that. I just understand it as a way to medicate. Okay, this guy's... Oh, just trying to hit him. There we go. That being said, in scripture, there's a different sense of homosexuality that it talks about that I don't think people understand very well either. But even I'm a little misunderstood in the reality of what it's talking about. I do understand most of it. So no, I don't think homosexuality needs to be cured, but I do think it needs to be understood that it's not the cure. I don't think that they should try to be ingenuine. I think that they should be honest with who they are and not be, obviously not try to hide it. But I also know that they shouldn't try to force people into believing in that. I do not agree with people beating people who are homosexual or in the LGBTQ. I don't believe in anyone beating anybody up and harming a life. Believe me, most Christians will agree with me. We do not agree with anyone getting harmed physically. I do not agree in the sense of forcing someone's opinion down another's throat, just like I'm trying not to force my opinion down your throat in that similar sense. So I think they should be genuine, but I do think that they should have some understanding that if people don't necessarily agree with you, it's gonna be okay. If you want to live that life, that's your decision. Just don't force people into that same decision, just like Christians don't try to. So I do not believe in shoving the Bible down anyone's throat. It's not fair, and I don't think that's how Jesus wanted it to be. But, in a similar sense, not that I'm trying to make, gayism Christian, but I do think that is a general understanding amongst all humankind. No, they should live whatever they want to live. Okay. I thought I will never ever hate anybody who is in that community. They're fine. If they want to live that life, that's fine. And I will stand up for them if they ever get beaten up in the roads. They shouldn't be beaten up. They shouldn't be treated like that. But I cannot say, like I said, I fully agree with forcing their decisions down my throat. One thing I believe to combat that is, like I said, is calling you by your pronouns. Why don't you just tell me your name? That would be a great way of helping out. If I knew your name, then I could just call you by your name. Like Nicholas, whatever. I can just call you Nicholas or something like that, then that'd be easier. Like, I guess Ellie Page. I don't remember her original name, but his original name was Elliot. His name's Elliot. I'll just call you Elliot. I think names are amazing, and I like calling people by their names. Because I think they have a lot of depth. And by that, I do mean full names, not necessarily nicknames. But I think that they're very important that we understand names and call people by them. Yeah. So. I'm just getting that there. But I understand your concern. Believe me, I do. Believe me, whenever I followed Jesus, I had to sacrifice a lot of thinking out of my head just to follow him, but it was worth the end. Yeah. And I think that's fine, Now, in sense of English, it doesn't make sense, because a lot of times why we use pronouns is to stop being repetitive, because if you do repetitive things, it just sounds annoying after a while in reading. But I think in conversation, I don't think it's that big a deal to just say Nicholas wanted to go do this, and Nicholas wanted to go do that. We talked about a lot of things, and Nicholas also had some different opinions on this and that. So at the end of the day, me and Nicholas were just kind of chilling about the situation or subject, yada yada yada, however you want to go in that conversation. Yeah, similar to that. I think that's actually a great way of talking what I'm trying to, basically showing a reality of what I'm trying to say. And that way nothing gets confused, nothing's a problem, and everyone can be at peace. I think that there were distinct pronouns from God, because he did make a man and he did make a woman. Though they weren't necessarily called woman, but that was Adam's decision to call woman woman out of a choice. Because it meant came from man. That's the only reason why woman was called woman, is because it came from man. Oh, that's cool. I like these kind of levels. Just fire into the crowd and let wreak havoc. So no, I don't think there should be one. I think there should be multiple. Because back in the day, what it and they used to mean was a group of people or a thing without a gender. Which obviously in the LGBT community, some people actually can claim that as a reality because they don't believe that they have a gender. Which I do understand that reality for them. Brother, whoever made this design level is cool, but it's also freaking hectic as heck. Like, holy crap. Get out of here. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, if you want to put something in Discord, I can answer it later if you want, man. Okay, good to see you, man. If you want to put that in there, you can throw it in there and we'll talk about it. I'll throw something in there. See you, man. God bless you, Nicholas. I appreciate your questions and you're willing to be honest, man. How you doing today, AJ? Brother, no, just rush it. Blitzkrieg! Oh god, I'm getting hit by everything, and I died. Well, okay, Blitzkrieg, not good idea. But maybe a little bit of pushing may not be such a bad idea in the game. Doing good, man. Me and Nicholas are having a serious conversation. I'm sorry, I did see you earlier, I'm sorry. I understand that this situation made you uncomfortable. Unfortunately, that's gonna happen a lot, I'm sure, in the future of uncomfortable talks. I can't promise to always be comfortable in here to talk about stuff. Alright, push. Go, man. So how you doing today? What's going on with you? Oh, frick. These bullets have such a weird trajectory. Looks like they want me to do like that. Push. Let's do it.
Make way for the Marine!
Get in there, bud. I forgot, a lot of these have like team missions in this level.
Looks like you'll need to lift all those giant cylinders. Once they're locked in the
Okay.
upper you'll be able to take them out from the top level.
That's cool.
Heads up, pal.
Well, I hope you can, man. Oh, frick, bad timing. Alright, didn't I also get a new power for him? Oh, is it this one, the double fire slam? Oh. I'll do L1. And we'll go and put R2 and put this on L2. Ow. Frick you. Hurry up. Basically, gotta rub my finger all over all the buttons just to get it done. Come here. Just be knocked out for a minute. Just gonna get rid of him. What is the wrong turn, by the way? I've never even heard of that before. I imagine it's a horror movie of some kind based on the name. Hurry up. That's fine. Chain reaction. Almost done anyway.
Nice work. Head up to the second level and thunderflop on the giant cylinders. That should finish them off.
Okay. I'll thunderflop on giant cylinders, okay. Thunderflop!
Perfect. Now, head into the control booth and pull the plug on this thing.
Working on it, working on it, working on it, working on it, working on it.
Another engine bites the dust.
Only one more to go. I'm pretty sure once you go back to Sly again. So I gotta play as Sly and do one of these as well. I think it's the one with Murray. I think I gotta start with Murray and it goes into Sly's. If I'm not too stupid about it. Gotta take down freaking Clockla. Boing.
Murray, it looks like I'm gonna need some help getting into that engine room.
Happy to help.
Bentley tells me that the door to that room is locked down by wall-mounted power stations located throughout this blimp. I'll need you to take out all the power stations
Okay.
and then pry open the door by hand.
No sweat, Sly.
Get it done. Oh, I forgot, so I get to use the eggs for you. To throw them in there. That'll be fun. I guess I think I should start with this man. I'll use him first. Or not. Grab that. Grab that one. Give me that. That's one down. Oh, I can't go this way. Well, actually, yes, I can. Get that one next. I'll borrow this. Have something in the tank. Wrong one, you idiot. Bruh. Really? So you don't knock out from that? Woo. That's fine. Brother. Get out of here. Any things to throw? This stuff ain't working. Explosives. Where's good light bulbs? Bruh. Of course I died from that crap. That's fine. Thankfully, in the next game, Rory gets a little stronger than this. Ooh. Come here. I'll throw you into a pylon. Bruh. Double bruh. Come here. Got it. Alright, next one. This way, this way, this way. Don't worry about it, you're gonna get relieved of your duty just in a moment. Be patient with me. Ooh. I wish these things just blew up these things in one shot. Unfortunately, they don't. Brother. What's a man gotta do, bruh? Nope. That's all of them. Ooh. Miss where it's at. Unfortunately, my hero jump ain't gonna benefit me here. I don't think. Actually, it might actually. Nope, that ain't gonna help. Get out of here. Dingo maze. My gosh, this is annoying. Couldn't make it, huh? Oh, Murray. You and your big weight can't move that much, can you? Unfortunately, you can't climb ladders either. Come on, Murray. Come on, Murray. Presses. There we go. Thank you, bud.
Careful, Sly. This place is packed with laser security. First, you'll need to make your way to the far end of this room. Then jump
Okay.
onto the second level to get at the engine room control center.
Ooh, that was close. Nope. For some reason, everything's getting panicked now. Get me out of here.
Alright, the control center is opposite your position.
I'll remember this one.
With some well-timed
Have to keep
fire
switching.
something, you should be able to get access.
Got it. Just gotta wait it out. Nope. I knew it was gonna happen too. Okay, at least I know where the safe is though. Try this again. I should stay on the inside lane best I can. Just gotta be patient. Man, who freaking designs this kind of trap? And jump, and jump.
That arpeggio
What we got?
really knew his encryption algorithms. As it stands,
What is it?
5% convinced the code to the vault is 725.
7, 2, 5. It's the invisible ability.
You've gotten the shadow power move.
I'm gonna turn invisible now.
Lights out for this engine.
Okay. Okay, now just walk now. Thank goodness. Adios. Get me out of there. That was fun. Alright, last but not least, one mission I got left for Sly. For this section of the game, or this section of the level. Do-do-do-do.
This engine room is locked down tight.
Okay.
Since we can't get in, I figure we'll have to destroy it from the outside.
I hope you're carrying some heavy explosives,
Okay.
Bentley, because that engine isn't small.
It just so happens that there's a ready supply of explosives already available on the blimp.
Good.
Lock one of these TNT barrels up to that engine room to destroy it.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
The
Yeah.
initial payload in that TNT barrel won't be powerful enough to do the job. If you
Okay.
pick up 3 magnetic chargers, you should achieve the necessary blast force to destroy the engine. It's simple, really.
Okay.
Just get close to the chargers, and they'll automatically attach to your barrel.
All right, let's
That
blow
sounds
stuff
doubtable,
up.
but fair enough. Maybe I have to go all the way around this place just to get all these magnetic chargers. Oh, it'll be fun. So you just don't get caught. Ain't nothing but a barrel of explosives precariously hanging over the edge, brother. Maybe I should have just gone the straight away. Well, it did not seem the safest. No one's paying attention. Yeah, another piece of dynamite just precariously next to some explosives material. Oh, that's one. I think I actually have to go this way in order to get to that one anyway, so. So if I remember right, I think you're actually allowed to fall in these. I don't think it matters if you fall or not. Yeah. Makes it a lot easier. See, now all the guards have treasure in their pockets. Oh, this game. Thank you. Oh, frick. Actually, I want to see you can bounce on those little bounce pads next to some stairs. I think you can use those to your advantage. I want to say it bounces just by being in the barrel. Here's my question. How does he pick this up and hold it? I guess we're just assuming he's grabbing it by the bottom. Oh, yeah, I forgot that's how they do it. Cool. That makes sense. I swear it's like a whole marathon in this world, just taking a marathon every place I go. Alright, so if I remember, I think I have to cross these bridge things to get over there.
Barrel all charged up. It's time to deliver the payload to that engine.
Working on it. I'll be there in just a jiffy. be flat when I get there. Please be flat when I get there. Cool. Here, go up here. And we're there. See ya.
That should be the last time anyone puts that engine to use.
Only one more set of missions.
And an unexpected windfall, I've been contacted by Inspector Fox over the shortwave radio.
Cool.
She's well aware of the dire situation we all face if Plakla becomes immortal and has agreed to join forces with us so that we can destroy the robotic bird. The only catch is that she's unable to locate this blimp on her radar. To help her hone in on our position, we'll need to boost the strength of 4 local radio towers. Once Inspector Fox is in range, she'll take one of us on board to act as a tail gunner in a dogfight against Plakla. This is it. We don't have time for another plan. We're almost over Paris, and if that hate hypnosis light show goes off, well, you know the story.
She'll become immortal. For some reason, because somehow Aurora Borealis causes immortality. Of course, it has to be Sly.
Okay, Sly, we need to send Carmelita a radio pulse so she can home in on the blimp. To do that, I'll need you to get on top of 4 very tall towers. They are too big to climb and too tall to jump up normally.
What's this all got to do with this thing you've got me wearing?
It's an experimental mega jump pack. By pressing the R2 button, you'll perform a huge jump, so be careful.
All right, sounds like
I will.
fun.
Yahoo! Alright, so that should be pretty easy. That's so cool. I'm gonna be transversing around here just a little leisure while I'm getting there. Ooh. I want to say I have to do on these spires. It gets me up there. Provided I actually get to the location. Uh-oh. I come it. I could be wrong. I might not have to do this whole thing. I'm pretty sure I did have to. Yeah, you have to use these things to get up. And out of you. Bloop. Slide to the next one. Too bad I can't use a jump pack on these things. I guess that'd be too easy. Nope, too much. How you? Cool. I'm trying to understand this whole contraption. These things are tattered sails. These things, I don't know how to catch any general wind. Any useful wind, anyway. Oh, frick. That's okay. Nice try, mate. Good to go. Actually, I could probably just glide to the platform. Cool. Makes this one a whole lot easier. Or, you know, just frick me, you know, make me climb just because I have to. That's I'm sure I sure wanted to do. There we go. Hey Bear, appreciate the follow. How you doing today?
She's
How you doing today? Alright, let's go see Carmelita. Oh, I already missed my power up, man. They already took it away from me, bro. Wait. Oh, R2 got ripped away from me. If I remember right, Shadow, it just makes me go Shadow, so I don't really care about that. I was never here. I was never here. Bloop. Ready, Miss Fox? Can do that.
That's not flirty chit-chat?
Oh, Frank. Remember, I had to shoot the rockets and hit her somehow at some point. Thank you. Because you shoot the rockets with burst and then freaking unleash havoc on Clockwork.
Nice shooting!
Alright, what are we gonna do with rockets? Please. She's like the weirdest hype man, but you know what? I'll take it. Oh, maybe they should take 2 shots too. Thank you.
You're doing it, Cooper!
Please be quiet. I'm trying to focus. As I look over at chat.
Keep at it! We're winning!
Thank you. Over to you.
Mila's not gonna like that!
Because I can't tell if I'm hitting her most of the time. I think I have to hit that just to make sure we don't get hit.
Take that, Mila!
It's not even like necessarily like the end mission, by the way. Like they don't even like really pose it as that. I think we managed to get hit.
You're doing great!
Thank you. Freaking camera sucks. Got it. Alright, don't fire.
Yes!
Alright, I'm not gonna fire anything until the rocket comes through.
Shoot the bird, not the air!
Be quiet, unless you want to be back here too. Let's act like this is easy, dangum it. Ooh. Hurry up.
Keep at it! We're winning!
I can't remember if there's like a secondary fight to her or not, like the first game. Good enough.
Looking good!
Hurry up.
We're getting through!
So I've got to be like the worst tail gunner.
You should have been a cop. That was some
There we go.
terrific shooting.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it a lot there. I'm gonna be back to Ratchet and Clank again soon after this, once this is beat. So I've been doing this weird series where I go 3 for Ratchet, then I do a Sly, another 3 for Ratchet, then a Sly, 3 for Ratchet, Sly. I'm doing this weird combo situation. So, in the meantime, for now, I'm on Sly and then I'll be back for it soon. I'm happy you've been enjoying it, at least. At least I hope you've been enjoying it, is what I should say. I'm sorry.
I'm coming, guys. Hold on.
Da-da-da! Somehow she managed to destroy the whole freaking ship, bruh. Wait. Just so much chaotic stuff flying around. Somebody bends down in time. Okay, I might have to just make this work. Ooh, I've been doing a lot actually. Been actually really kind of nice to have a nice break from Ratchet. I've been playing a lot of it, so thought it was kind of nice to have a bit of a break from Ratchet. I'm trying to, buddy. Just hang on. I am one man with a paraglider trying my best to get over here. Ah! Piece of junk! Oh, I think it's the one life only. I know, I keep getting people tell me I should play Jax. I don't think so, though. I just don't know. I can't get myself to play it. No, I'm playing on a port. It's the PlayStation Plus port I'm playing on. So, that's been pretty much the same thing for all these games I've been playing that are OG. It's just easier, and it's kind of hard to find all the games nowadays, so, and I don't have a really good, I don't really have a collection for them all. I do love them. I played them as a kid, and I still love playing them. Even though the PS3 variant of some of the game kind of sucks. Like, Sly, for instance, the first one, it sucked to play the one level with the alligator. Or Miss Ruby, he was rough, to say the least. Camera, thank you. So I don't fall. I swear, this fan sucks so much. Have you played these before yourself, Bear? Alright, I can do this. Brother. I just gotta be patient. I keep trying to rush it and trying to get to them, but it's just not worth trying to rush it. Long time ago, good times? Nice. What do you normally play? If you play anything at all. I mean, some of these can chain combo, like these two. These are chain comboable, so they're easy to do without worry. Or 3. I think actually just these 4 in general, they can just basically be chain comboed. Because they all have the right sequence once you get it going right. I think even this one's chain comboable. It's just that one spot's hard.
My life is literally flashing before my eyes.
I think here I actually have to wait. That's fine, that works. Ooh. Thank God for the circle button. Slow is fast, slow is fast, slow is fast. No! I swear, I don't know why I'm having so much struggle. Maybe it's to talk to you more, Bear. Not much gaming nowadays, but I do enjoy when I do game some old games like yourself. Nice. If you're willing to share why is it you don't game as much anymore nowadays.
I'm scared, Sly. Hurry.
I'm coming. Hopefully this time I actually make it this time. Okay, that's fine. You're good, Bear. I'm just saying now, but that doesn't mean it's true. Brother, freaking light bulb. Come on. Got it. Uh-huh.
You might have a new body, Mila, but you're still the low-down, backstabbing coward we've beaten time and time again. This won't be any
That is
different.
true.
Be brave while you can, Cooper. I might not have the immortality of a pure hate, but I feel some power growing within me.
Probably clockwork. Turn your head, beast. Oh, my bad. Oh, okay, I guess kind of like a safe point for me. Brother. Okay, we're good. Good. Nope. There we go. So nothing yet. That we got some more got some more platforming to do.
We did it.
Mm-hmm.
It's an emotional moment.
Die, insects, die! My hate will smash you.
Watch out.
Bruh.
That thing's still kicking.
Not surprising.
Lakla mentioned something about a hate chip. It sounded like the source of her power.
If we remove it,
Okay.
she might stop attacking.
Then let's do a little open-head surgery. I'll pry open that beak so that Bentley can go to town with his bombs.
Sounds like fun. Great. This is fun. Open up.
I hate you, Cooper Gang. I will find you in your sleep and I will destroy you. You'll never know a moment's peace for your short, miserable lives. The Clock will know revenge. I am revenge. I am the Alpha and the Omega. Clock.
Keep telling yourself that, sweetheart. Here you go. Enjoy the bomb package.
I still have my hate shit. You will not defeat me ever.
So I gotta go in there with Bentley to remove it. Thank you.
Let's get out of here. She's about to explode. Ah!
Why didn't you leave?
My glasses.
What? Bentley, I'll save you.
We gotta hurry. Okay, I don't get to do it.
Pick me up. I can't walk.
Come on, Sly, let's get out of here.
Time to go. I think the hate chip was just burnt, but oh well.
And there we were, at the end of the road. The Claw Gang had been
Right back where it
defeated,
started
and
it.
the clockwork parts lay scattered around in heaps. Yet, despite the explosion, they remained pristine. It was as if nothing could ever hurt them. Carmelita cursed herself for showing up too late to get a few shots in on Clockla. So she took it out on what was close at hand. The hate chip. And just like that, it was over.
Cool.
Without that core piece, that essential center of clockwork, there was nothing left.
Cool.
The parts aged before our eyes as if time had finally caught up with the ancient bird. How ironic that Carmelita, a police officer, would be the one to lift the curse from the Cooper family. The menace of clockwork
Okay,
would
hate
never
you.
again rise to threaten me or my children. True to her nature,
True to her
she
word.
informed us that we were all under arrest.
Of course.
But one look at my gang told me that we were in no shape for a fast getaway. So I offered to go peacefully in exchange for letting my friends walk.
Thank you.
They'd taken some bruises through all of this, but I was surprised, shocked really, to see them leave their gear behind as they walked away. Their wounds were deeper than I'd imagined. Those guys were hurting. Carmelita's old police unit soon arrived. With me in custody, her name was cleared, and she even got a
Cool.
well-deserved promotion. It was the least I could do. The ride to HQ started with us sitting in silence, trying to read each other's thoughts. As the reality of my capture started to sink in, she began to relax, and we got to talking. We spoke freely about our previous adventures, comparing notes and even getting in a few laughs. Then we started talking about, well, everything. Books, music, art. It was like we were on a first date. She even showed me the bottle she'd been saving for the special occasion of my arrest.
Fair enough.
My heart sank when she realized that our short flight across town had already taken 2 hours, a fact I kind of clued into after seeing the Eiffel Tower float by 17 times. She went forward to ask the pilot what was up, and it looked like my pals had left me a little going-away present before taking off. Floating away on the night breeze, I could faintly make out Carmelita's voice.
I'll find you, Cooper!
Every time.
I'll be seeing you soon, Ringtail.
Oh, here we go. That's pretty cool. So, it ain't a sickness. I have a cough, natural cough. Or not natural cough, but I have a smoker's cough. I don't smoke, but I've been in smoke before from fires and stuff, so I have a smoke inhalation cough. I'm fine. It's just a cough in my throat. Nah, the only thing that tells me I'm getting sick is a sore throat. Which, I don't have a sore throat right now, but I do have a cut on my throat, but that's just because recently I was eating some Skittles here and cut me, but that's not the problem. I appreciate the information. That would help, though, next time if I ever think about it, drink some mushroom coffee. For me, it's just taking a lot of vitamin C, which is natural combatant to help you have immunity. I have a decent immunity. I get sick maybe twice a year. That's about as much as I get sick. Spectre continues to search. Gotcha. Gotcha. Cool, man. Sick. That's a good sugar, though. That's really delicious. What about natural sugars like fruits and stuff? I'm sure that's got to be helpful. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. Show them grace and forgiveness. I get that. It's a good reason. So then what do you play when you play? You've seen everything. You won. Go outside. I go outside just enough, thank you. You don't need to tell me. I want to see something, though. Well, if I wait 3 seconds, so 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Oh, is that all it was just the end goal? My bad. Help you from getting darkness all the time, wolf and escape. Forestry fire, and help people have a better day. That makes sense. Why is that? What's the reason behind that? Okay, I'm stuck here. I gotta wait and watch this out again. Nice, man. Christian here too, man. I respect that. I kind of figured you were based on your name, but I didn't want to assume such. Yeah, I get that, man, entirely. The whole channel I have is what started, or it's not what started my Christ likeness, but Christ has guided me to start the channel, so I get that entirely. Love that music so much. See, I definitely completely understand. Well, I can't take credit for the idea. That was God's idea. To be honest, when he first told me, I was a little suspicious of it, and I wasn't exactly on board. But through a lot of convincing, he convinced me it was a good idea. So, I've always been a game watcher. I get that. Yeah. God honestly got me on the side of doing this, so that's pretty much what's gotten me into it. I wanted to be a zoologist, but what are you gonna do? Believe me, man, it's an amazing thing that he decided to do. And so far, it's helped actually a lot of people, as far as I'm aware of. If not, at least seeds have been planted. Thank you, man. I'm glad I found a Christian viewer myself, man. Well, that was a fun little video to watch. I just wanted to see what that was about, because I know I was told that if you waited long enough, you could watch little videos. You can do them on all of them on the original, but not on here. Man, that was a really fun story. So nice to play. I loved every moment of that. Well, y'all, that is it for today. I'm definitely going to continue streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming Ratchet and Clank. Let me check. Let's see. Oh, let's see. So Tools of Destruction has already been done. Already did Agent Clank, just did Band of Thieves. So next one is Quest for Booty on the Ratchet and Clank Future series. That'll be fun. Then we'll go on to Crack in Time, then All for One. And then we'll back on Sly again in three of those games. So that'll definitely be a nice little time to play. I can't wait actually. It's kind of nice to have a nice break from all this. For just a little bit. So hopefully I will see you guys then. I do appreciate y'all as always. I love you as always, guys. Be praying for you continually here as best I can. And we'll hopefully see you guys then. I try to help people on here about health, so I let people know about stuff to help. One person out of hundreds of people and their suffering is kind of what I try to do and find joy. Makes sense. Yeah, man, come on again, man. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, hopefully around 3 or 2. Maybe 2. I might start doing it 2 again. I might start doing it 2 so that way, I have a guy from Finland who comes on and he only has like an hour to watch before he has to get off and go to bed, so I might stream a little earlier for that. No, I respect that, helping people, man. I try to listen to people. That helps definitely a lot in people. I've noticed that a lot. Just being listened to and heard helps them a lot. A lot of times they can figure out their own solutions if they want to. Obviously, I recommend God, of course, as all the time, but a lot of times just kind of letting them figure it out because I'm not their leader in any way. I do at least try to get them on the side of heaven, of course. So keep doing it, man. I try to, man. Sharing the good news is the most funnest thing in my day, man. Or even praying for people is nice too. It's been a wonderful time to be able to pray for people and stuff like that. It's been one of the most enjoyable experiences for me. Well, man, hopefully I will see you tomorrow if you come on. I would love to see you again. Maybe talk more about this and stuff and talk about more about what I do and what you do, man. Hoorah, man. See you then, brother. I wish you the best as always. See you guys next time. Peace out. Be praying for you as always. Good night.